What's up guys, in today's video we're talking about custom curves in DaVinci Resolve, how to use them, what are even custom curves. Let's get into it. So let's get into the curves. So the first thing I want to say before we even start playing around with the curves is on some different monitors it can open up differently. On my monitor we can just click on this button right here to open it up, and on some monitors, if you have a bigger monitor, if you click on the button right here, it'll open up in the middle, so it'll be sandwiched between the scopes and the color wheels. And just telling you, just to make sure I have no confusion. So let's get into this. So let's look at the interface of the curves. So the interface, it's pretty simple. There's a line with two dots. You can move this line around with this little arrow thingy. You can invert the colors. There's these little boxes right here. There's some buttons right here as well. You can reset your progress with this little button right here. That's basically what the curves interface is. So now let's get into that actual playing around and understanding what even curves are. So the curves, they're basically making your image brighter or darker. So think of it as switching these, you know, these little sliders. If you watch my videos about the color wheels, you already know that these sliders make the image darker or brighter. Think of it as that, but the lift, the gain, and the gamma is all in one line, and you can switch it like this. And if you want to do the gamma, you just click in the middle like that, and you can remove the dot by right clicking on it. And now let's say you want to make the lift darker. You can push this right here, so you can't really push it backwards, so you can push it right here on the bottom, and you can make it lighter if you go higher. So think of it as the lighter and darker part. Like if you slide it here, it makes it darker or lighter, and if you click right here, this will make the image or the gain lighter or darker. And if you didn't watch my video about the color wheels, the lift is basically the darker parts of the image, and the gain is more of the lighter parts, and the gamma is kind of in the middle, just letting you know. And yeah, you can just play around. What I like to do is click on this line, make these two circles, and push this a little bit right here, and push this a little bit right here to make kind of a S curve. This makes your image look a little bit better. You can also do this the other way, like that as well. That looks pretty good. That's basically what curves are. Let's get into these little boxes right here. So the soft clip, it's not really important, so I'm not going to be talking about it. You can watch any other YouTube video about soft clips. We're not going to really get into detail about that. So this is just more important. So the edit is basically you can choose what color you want to make of your image more darker or brighter. So if you unlink this right here, click on the red, you can make the red color of your video more darker or lighter. Same with the green and blue. And the Y is basically just as if you would click this. This is basically the same. And there's also these sliders. You can unlink to move the specific slider, and you can move all the sliders. You can reset your progress by clicking on these little reset buttons. And the last thing I want to talk about is there's some buttons up here. These are the different other curves. These are hue versus saturation, etc. So I'm going to talk about those a little bit later in another video maybe. And just the most important thing here is the expand button. This opens up a whole new page of the curves, and it's just to get way more specific, so you can see the light graph here way more clear. And yeah, you can just click X, and basically that's all. That's the curves in DaVinci Resolve. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and share down below, and tell me if you like this video or not. What can I improve on? And I'll see you in the next one.